Weir, and I gotta tell you, I love life. But when I'm not being a husband, a father, a grandfather, an author, or a practicing chiropractor, I'm the host of the television show Loving Life with Dr. Tim Weir. I love to cook. I love to travel. I like to spend time with people who do what they love and love what they do. Join me and Elvis for the next 30 minutes as we help you discover how to love life. Hey, welcome to this episode of Loving Life. I love people who create and who can take just something and make something out of nothing. What's really not nothing, but something out of something. Something different out of...
It's a metaphor.
I'm with Dale Brown. He's with Zion Guitars. Dale, thank you for being with me.
All right, Tim, thank you very much for coming by.
I am intrigued by what you're doing because it creates something that something else takes and even creates even more out of it. Mm-hmm. How did this start?
Well, I was in pharmaceuticals, manufacturing, and had always wanted to own my own business. So I looked around, I found this one, bought it in November of 2000, and the rest is history.
Wow. And as we talk, you're really not, I mean, you play, but you're not a musician.
I'm not a working musician, no.
Yeah.
No.
So you've got guitars that people just get on and wail on, mm-hmm. but it starts with something like this.
The lumber comes in the door. This happens to be swamp ash. Fractinus nigris is the Latin term. This comes out of Mississippi, Louisiana, other points.
Swampland.
Yeah, swampland. This is a good wood to make guitars out of, as is alder and mahogany. Basswood is used quite a lot as well.
Is that because of like resonance or something like that, or?
Yeah, resonance, weight, looks.
Wow.
It all comes into play. But the lumber comes in the back door, and then it gets shaped on a variety of machines. It's taken to the right thickness and then rough cut on the outline. And we put it on this machine right here, and we cut a bunch of holes in it. And when it is done, it looks like this. I shouldn't have buttoned this up so bad.
So even before you get it on here, you've already kind of come up with the shape for it.
Yes. When it goes in this jig, it's in two pieces. The neck is one piece, and the body is another.
Okay.
All right. This just demonstrates the. Yeah. But
wow.
This is a work in process. It's our carved top. We call this the classic. Yep. So
now, like the design on it, is that all paint or is that the wood coming through?
What you're seeing here, these striations are in the wood itself. The darker lines or striations, it's softer than the lighter.
Okay.
And when you apply the stain, I put a blue stain on this. It looks kind of green, but it's blue.
Yeah.
The softer parts of the wood soak up more than the harder, more dense parts of the wood. And that's what gives you the distinct design. Yeah.
And then, like, even in here you have design.
Yes. This particular body is in three pieces. And you can see it started out as a piece of mahogany. It's mahogany, maple, mahogany.
Wow.
And on the back, we just kind of got crazy a little bit. This is koa, and it's sandwiched between the mahogany and the koa is another piece of crotch mahogany. So this guitar is going to be very resonant. It's also going to be very light, probably sub 8-pound guitar. But it's going to look killer, and it's going to sound great as well.
So, and then here's where all the guts go for the electronics.
Yes.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
The average person that gets this is
My typical customer is either a working musician who needs a good, sturdy guitar to gig with,
Right.
and that can be any age, any gender. But typically on a guitar like this, which retails in the just around 5,500 range, these are going to be people our age, yeah, that have some
30s.
disposable. Maybe for you. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now, how about the people in, is Nashville more rock?
No, actually, our guitars are used in all musical genres.
Wow.
This particular guitar, when it's done, will be good for anything except the really hard headbanging rock and roll,
Yeah.
or metal thrash, and it would be passable for that even.
And then for that, you have the disposable neck that comes off.
Right.
So, I mean, you got a shop here with, I don't know, probably 30 different machines that all do their jobs. And then we end up with a gorgeous product. Can we go in the other room and look at those gorgeous products?
Sure. Absolutely.
Hey, I love talking to people. I love hearing excuses. Excuses of why this won't work or why that won't work, or I tried this and this is why it doesn't work. And I guess I could have a whole list of excuses, but one of my favorites is I just don't have the time. That's really interesting because I don't know where you're watching this, whether you're in California, Alaska, or Cuba, or wherever. In North Carolina, we have 24 hours in a day. And everybody has that same amount. And I guess what it boils down to is this, is that you've chosen not to use that part of 24 hours in a certain way. You may have allocated time for different things. Some of that may be TV watching, some of it may be, of course, sleeping. But as you know, some people sleep longer than others. Some people have this. You know what that is? It's hitting the snooze alarm. So when it goes off, you hit it and you hit it and you hit it and you hit it and you hit it. And you've added more time to your sleep, but taken away from your activity time. So I guess you could say I don't have enough time because of that. So try not to use the excuse, I just don't have time, because you really do. Here's my goal. My goal is to see you succeed, to have fun in life, to enjoy life, to love life. And if that means giving up some time from other things so that you can put towards your goal of doing that, then you got to make that choice. Listen, if you want some more information on this, go to my blog, which is weirlovinglife.com. Learn a little bit more about the time you might be wasting and that excuse. Don't change the channel. We got more coming up.
Uptone Pictures is a full-service script-to-screen production company which can help you create the proper messaging for any number of applications, with spacious state-of-the-art studio offering green screen, mocap, and practical stages, along with a team of professionals who will make you and your business shine. So what are you waiting for? Call us at 919-649-3587 and schedule your appointment today. It's time we put your imagination into motion.
So when somebody's looking for a guitar from you, it's not a whole array, but there are 3 basic designs that you have.
There are 3 body shapes. We have this body shape, which is available in 3 different models, either a solid body with a 1/4 inch cap on it, or as a carved top, which is what we were looking at earlier.
Right.
Here's another example of that. Yeah. So same basic, the outline is the same, but the treatment of the body itself is what differentiates the models. And in this case, it's got this 2-inch radius carve all the way around. Yeah.
Now, for example, all these little inlays here, those are things that you cut into the wood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This particular inlay, I don't know if you can get a picture of this or not, but I call this Crescent Moon. It's my design, and this is in mother of pearl. It's also, I can do it in any kind of shell, but this happens to be mother of pearl. This particular fingerboard is made of bloodwood. It's very hard, very dense, and a naturally oily surface, so it makes a great playing surface. I really like that a lot. So this is what you would call a shredder's guitar.
Mm-hmm.
This is the heavy-duty head-banging rock and roll guys would really like this particular guitar. Action setup super low, very resonant, very yeah. It's just an overall great guitar for that kind of thing.
So between you, me, and the fence post, and 2 million other people watching the show, who are some of your people that play these?
Most famous guy would be Kerry Livgren from Kansas.
Wow.
Just about everything from the 2nd or 3rd album on was played on one of our guitars. Yeah. And a great guy, just very humble, fabulous musician, great guy.
Wow.
Yeah. Have a player out in Colorado at the moment. His name is Kirby Velarde. Just an awesome musician, and once again, very humble guy. In fact, this is his signature Radicaster that we designed, and we've sold a fair number of these. This is a specification for him, his guitar. And in this case, we start with a single piece of swamp ash, split it up the middle, and I sandwich in, this is mahogany, maple, and mahogany. And I have this ebonized veneer in between each of those, so it just, sexies it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
So, like, is that just a different color of stain, or how does that get that darker?
In the industry, it's called a burst, and it's the same color that's on the center of the guitar, just more dense. Yeah.
Wow.
So more concentrated.
Yeah.
That's where that is.
Amazing.
Yep. The pick guard, this is something new that we started doing a couple of years ago. This is just Lexan, plexiglass, and I do this paint on the back side. Yep.
Wow. Keeps it from digging in the wood, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is a left-hand version of the same thing, and once again, this is one of our hand-painted pick guards. Yeah. This particular guitar has a nice feature. Hopefully, we can get it. But let me see. Just want to plug this in. These are for those of us who have a hard time seeing the guitar and where we are on the neck and in dark venues. All right, it's a little hard to see, but these are lit up.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So there's fiber optics.
How cool is that?
Put fiber optic runners in the neck, and they extend out the side.
That is so awesome.
Can you see that?
He wasn't talking about me with the eye thing.
No, obviously. Yeah, but we do that as well, and it very helpful when you get in a dark venue, and sometimes very little light. But we like doing that kind of thing.
It's all creativity.
Well, thank you. But, yeah,
It's beautiful, beautiful work, just gorgeous.
keeps me out of bars at
Yeah.
night, so.
Hey, so if you're a musician, you love guitars, go to this website. Do you see this website right here?
It's plain.
right there. Go there, check them out, and I think you're going to fall in love. Dale, thanks for being with me. You're
Tim,
awesome,
I
man.
appreciate it, man.
Good to meet you.
Yeah, good to meet you.
Now, don't change that channel because we're going to be right back.
Uptone Pictures is a full-service script-to-screen production company which can help you create the proper messaging for any number of applications, with spacious state-of-the-art studio offering green screen, mocap, and practical stages, along with a team of professionals who will make you and your business shine. So what are you waiting for? Call us at 919-649-3587 and schedule your appointment today. It's time we put your imagination into motion.
You think of arts in the Raleigh area, even in this whole area, you think of one person, that's Ira David Wood III. Thank you for being with me again, even after I screwed up the last time.
Look, I always say it's nice to be seen rather than viewed.
Yeah, see? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right, so here we are in the theater in the park.
Mm-hmm.
This has been going on how long?
For me, just about half a century.
Wow.
Yeah. 74 was Christmas Carol, so 72, 73 was when we actually crept into the building and said we want it, and had to get slowly push out the astronomy group, the dog obedience class, the judo classes, and the summer camp.
Yeah.
Little by little, lots of bodies are buried underneath us. But we got the building finally, yeah.
But for a while, they were a good audience.
No, they weren't. No, they did not like us moving into this place. And I just remember a lot of guys used to show up. Smead York, former mayor, all of them would show up at the door with basketballs, and we'd go, no,
No more.
theater. And they'd shake their heads and walk away. In fact, when we did Cyrano de Bergerac, we had the scoreboard still up.
Wow.
And we put the 100-man sword fight into the play. And so every time Cyrano would stab a bad guy, home got a point on the scoreboard. I'm not lying, we did it. It was fun.
That's awesome. So I'm just holding this up. Is this the next thing?
Yes, and we're standing here in front of the North Pole and Victor Frankenstein's laboratory. Best audition I've ever seen.
Yeah,
right there.
I'm telling
Got
you.
the part like that. But yes, it's transforming now, and in another week we'll be opening. So it goes quickly.
Now your son is actually playing.
He's Victor, Dr. Frankenstein.
Wow.
And there's a younger Frankenstein and an older Frankenstein. And the creature and Dr. Frankenstein are meeting for their fateful final meeting at the North Pole, and then their flashbacks to when he was younger and in love with Elizabeth, and of course the creature, as you know in the novel, murders Elizabeth on the wedding night. So it's a lot of stuff going on.
That's going to be jam-packed in one night.
I think it will be, yeah.
So then after that, where do we go?
Christmas Carol for the 43rd year, Let's Make Up for Me. And then my son will be directing a Charlie Brown Christmas here. And then Jess Gephardt will be performing Santaland Diaries here too, which is all very popular. So we got something for everybody, the holiday season.
So let's talk about Christmas Carol a little bit, because that's been going...
43 years.
Wow. Mm-hmm. So back then, I know you never imagined it would go this far, or maybe you did. Maybe that's why it did.
I had a hunch it would.
Yeah.
I think only because when we opened it, all the other theaters in town were closed. They didn't open during the holiday season, and that just, I couldn't imagine that. I said, you know, Christmas time is the time you want to take the family and go somewhere, see something really special, share that time together. So when we opened Christmas Carol, we opened here in this building, and we had to sell the cushions off the sofas in the lobby because of the demand.
I want to hit real quick about what you do at the Coast.
Oh, the Lost Colony Outdoor Drama. This was my 5th summer directing, and it's been a pleasure for me because I went and performed in the play when I was in college. My 4 years in college, my summers were spent on the Outer Banks with Andy Griffith, got to know Andy. Joe Layton was directing. I learned so much. Paul Green, Pulitzer Prize winning playwright who wrote it. I got to know all of them. And in fact, my last summer, I called Paul. He lived in Chapel Hill. And I told him, I said, can I come and talk to you? Oh, sure, come on over. So I went over to Chapel Hill. He gave me a baseball and a glove. And we went out in the front yard and caught baseballs. Because he used to be a pitcher, almost for the major leagues. But I told him, I said, Paul, I'm going to direct this show one year. And I don't think you're going to be here. Can I talk to you about some ideas? And we shared them. And so it was so meaningful 5 years ago when I got to walk in and greet the cast and say, you know, this is part of my dream to come back. Sure. And you're part of that dream. And so yeah, it's just, well, that's a special place down there. The Wright brothers, first powered flight, the first colony, the first English child born. I mean, you walk around that place and you breathe that air, and that's creativity there.
Right.
There's got to be something special there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a treat for me to go back.
It's amazing. Thank you for being a part of all of our lives. You are
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you.
Listen, you've got to hook into these people. So here's the you see it, don't you, the website?
Yes, I do.
Right there.
How did you make that happen?
It's magic. Go. Get some tickets. Get them early because you guys are going to sell out.
I hope. From your mouth to Louis' ears.
It's done. Till, just don't change the channel. That little button. Remember that channel on the TV? Do you have one of those?
I do.
Where you had to
I
turn
remember
it like
when we had to walk up and do it.
That's when exercise was real exercise.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Hi, this is Dr. Tim Weir. I treat hundreds of patients every year who've been injured in car accidents, and a lot of those could be avoided. The National Safety Council reports that cell phone use while driving leads to 1.6 million crashes each year. That's 1 out of 4 accidents. Do yourself a favor, and if you get a text while you're driving, ignore it. Getting a carton of milk isn't going to do any good if you're dead. Drive safe. Keep loving life.
Hi, my name is Anita. I was in an accident with whiplash, medium and lower back pain, and I came to Raleigh Injury Chiropractic, and I believe it was the best thing I ever done. The staff here is wonderful. Dr. Weir is great. I couldn't ask for nothing else better in Raleigh, and I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad to maintain my health.
Hey, I'm Dr. Tim Weir. If you want results like Anita, call our office today, 919-790-1332. Call right now.
Uptown Pictures is a full-service script-to-screen production company which can help you create the proper messaging for any number of applications, with spacious state-of-the-art studio offering green screen, mocap, and practical stages, along with a team of professionals who will make you and your business shine. So what are you waiting for? Call us at 919-649-3587 and schedule your appointment today. It's time we put your imagination into motion.
Spend some time on my website. That's drtimweir.com. It's just there's some information on there. It leads you to other places. It talks about my clinic a little bit and all that kind of stuff. We're also on Twitter. We're on Instagram. Go on Facebook, Loving Life with Dr. Weir. Look us up there. Get involved with your life. Get going. Get passionate once again. I'm telling you, life is too short not to be passionate about it. Listen, you got to blow the lid off this thing. You only get one chance. I don't want to die, all nice and beautiful. I want to die all beat up and scraped up. I just want to have a good time doing what I'm doing. And I hope you'll do that too. And until next week, keep loving life. I'll see you next week.
And just have the upper above. But there is one made of silicone. So am I pretty now, Mama? Only your mama can love. You can always spot the Dickens purists.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones carried out on stretchers within the first 15 minutes. They're the ones sitting in the theater going,